Well, hello, hello. I hope somebody shows up today. Welcome, welcome. My name is Mitchell Osborne. You can find me at mitchellosborne.com. If you don't know me, I'm a psychic medium, tarot card reader at the heart, and animal communicator. I also do a lot of mindfulness transformation using EMT, NLP, hypnotherapy, et cetera, et cetera. So, yeah, so I'm going to do a little post-Tarothon talk, maybe just go over a few of the ones I got to see, talk a little bit about Mercury in retrograde right now, some of the books I'm looking into, some decks I haven't unboxed, and maybe some that I have, and just talk a little bit about the upcoming Tarot Summer School. And also just like, setting intentions and what happens there. So, yeah, so let's see if anybody shows up. If you do, great. If you're watching this in the replay, hey, if you comment, tag me if you can, if you're on your desktop, or find me on social media somewhere if you have a question or something. So I am looking at all my notes that are popping up all of a sudden while I'm trying to go live. So, dun, 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 just kind of gonna wait and see if anybody shows up. Thought I would do something, just talk a little bit about the post-Tarothon kind of extravaganza. If you don't know what that is, you can do hashtag Tarothon, Tarothon, and I'm going to put that in there. Hashtag Tarothon, and then do 2021. And that will, if you're on YouTube and you do that, then you'll find the lineup. And let's see, I know I have the lineup here. Yes, so the lineup is going to be in the notes of this YouTube video that will be archived. So you can come back and check all of that out. Simon of the Hermit's Cave is the one who has put this on a couple times. And I think this is the fourth year. And last year I got to do reading tarot in layers, which was a great one. And that's on, for the last year, it's been my most popular YouTube video, almost 1,000 views so far. But if you want to learn how to kind of enhance your readings and read in layers, yeah, you can definitely go kind of check that out. And that is on my YouTube channel, or if you just search on YouTube, Mitchell Osborne Reading Tarot in Layers, Layers, that'll probably pop right up. But then also Jen of Jen's Balanced Tarot took over as Simon had some kind of family, personal stuff that he had to take care of, but Jen did an amazing job. You know, if you don't know what Tarathon is, and like I said, it's the fourth year. This is where you put together 23 channels. 23 channels. Hey, some people are watching. Yay! Let me know where you're watching from if you're out there. I've been talking to myself for about 5 minutes. So, hey, Nancy, good morning. Yay! Found you. Yes, Nancy, I remember. Good to see you. So I'm just kind of talking about what we did with Tarathon. It was such a wonderful event, but they literally on YouTube, it's like a marathon race with a baton that at the end of your channel's hour session, you hand it off to the next person. So at 10 a.m. British time, which was 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, my time, we started this, and Jen was the first one. She did tapping into the collective intention. That was a really great one. And you can see, I put the links, the the mountains of Western North Carolina. So you're in my same time zone, I think, unless you're far enough that you might be in Central, Nancy. But I put all the links in the notes of this YouTube channel so you can see Jen's Balanced Tarot. That was a really good one to start off the show, just the collective intention of everything. And then Tarot Map, forgive me, I can't remember your first name, did Devotion and Divination. And then Becca did Talks in Tarot, Tarot Treasures, which was wonderful. And it was really beautiful how Becca did this because basically we were her treasures. We were her tarot treasures, like the people, not so much the cards or the decks. Elemental Cartomancy. Hey, Spirit Healing Tarot. Hey, Roz. I'm talking about Tarathon. I'm going to talk a little bit about Mercury retrograde, some books I'm reading, Decks I haven't unboxed yet, and some I have. And then also Tarot Summer School that's coming up. And then also how to set, when I set an intention, what happens. So I don't know how long I'm going to be here, maybe 30, 40 minutes. But yeah, so going over some of the things, then Brian Cormac Carr, or BCC as he likes to be called. This was, if you love imagery and storytelling, Brian's little hour workshop was amazing because it was tarot and your hero's journey. He got us into kind of a meditative state, and then he literally walked us one card at a time, the Fool, through the Magician, through the High Priestess, through the, oh my gosh, what's card number 3? Emperor, Empress, Empress, Emperor, Hierophant, or Pope, or Faith card, depending on which deck you use, all the way through. And it was just beautiful how he took us through this journey. So yes, Spirit Healing Tarot, it was a really great experience. Baby Moon did deck creations concept to Kickstarter. Astral Tarot Lady did Making One Tarot System, which that the moment you start mixing things like runes and Lenormand and tarot, I'm such a purist, but it stretched my comfort zones, but that could be right up your alley. And then Will, who I will say, my friend Will, hey Igor, good evening, happy birthday, it's still your birthday. So Will from Atypical Tarot did the periodic table and tarot. He is cerebral. But Will and I are going to do a YouTube live together. I think we're calling it Coffee, Tarot, and a Conversation of Opposites. And the opposites are just like how we might be perceived as opposites, and things we do are opposites, and just the opposites in the world of tarot and stuff like that. I see you're going to do a live with Tarot Magician. Yes. Oh, did they already post it? Yay! I don't know if they yet. I don't know if they posted it yet. I have to go look and see. Because literally last night, I go to bed at 9 o'clock because I wake up at 5. I was like texting. I'm like, yes, I'd love to do it. So that's part of my intention setting. I want to talk about that. So Igor, yes, I tell you, just go to YouTube, do hashtag Tarothon 2021, and they'll all like pop up. Yeah, but for another hour, you still, yeah, it's still your birthday, one more hour. So Igor is in Australia, right? Australia. So literally in another hour, you're in tomorrow. You're in Sunday. I love it. So where was I? Let's see. Hey, Will from Atypical Tarot. Tarot Tats and Tea with Elaine, media's portrayal of tarot. You guys, this one blew my mind in a good way. She showed clips of like a 1965 movie with tarot, the James Bond movie that I remember with tarot. Then I forget if it was Chanel or Gucci or whoever, but somebody used tarot as a fall line, the influence. And so she showed that as well. Peekaboorose, 3 girls, 1 deck. Abundant Life Tarot, Kim, who went right before me, and then my session. Yes, Sydney, you're in Sydney. And then my session, which was Tarot for Transformation. And basically, you discover the emotions and beliefs that you have around an issue. I was choosing mine like losing the 14 more pounds from COVID. And then we pick cards that represent the past emotions and beliefs, a guide or a transformative catalyst card, and then the new emotions that we want to go to. So it was a lot of fun. It's something I've done similar, but created it special for Tarothon. And then after me was Lavender Moon, Tarot in the Hebrew alphabet. Arcane Panda did Tarot in the details. The Tarot Magician did your spiritual gifts in tarot, and Tarot Magician messaged me last night and said if I wanted to collab, and I was like, heck yeah, I love their energy. Stellar Rain Dancer did Pathworking in the tarot. Raven Tarot did Tarot Beyond the Binary, which was beautiful. There's a book, this is not their book, but another person did Querying the Tarot, and there's some references to that, which was great. Kittens, Weights, and Tarot did Tarot and Herbs, which was just totally outside my comfort zone, but a beautiful one. And then my friend Jonathan Daly did Healing Ancient Wounds with Tarot, grabbed a great spread from them. And let's see what else. Integrative Healing with Sadhana. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Bring Back the Significator, which I love that one. Wolf Meets Witch. This is when it got to be really, really late at night, and I was asleep, and I still haven't got to go back. But I remember Wolf Meets Witch last year. They were like either right before me or right after me. And then Longman Tarot, which I got to watch some of that. Pixie's Theatrical Tricks. Woo, if you see things moving, I have cats. So, hi, sweetheart. You want to come up? So that's Stefano. So Longman Tarot, yeah, Pixie's Theatrical Tricks, which is a good one. Shuffle Tarot, incorporating runes into your practice. Once again, we're bringing in multiple divination tools, and my mind gets a little blown with that. Yes, the Pathwork segment was wonderful, Nancy. It was. And then let's see what else. And then we finish off Jen's Balanced Tarot. She did a wrap up party. So, like I said, I put all the links, what we did that weekend. It was last weekend, our Memorial Day weekend. 24 hours of tarot. So you've got 24 hours if you want to go watch it. And good stuff. Whether you're just want some tarot entertainment or you want to expand your horizons. Hi, little one. I'm trying to angle the chair so they don't, all my decks are right here. I just don't want them getting into my decks. Hi, do you want to come say hi to everybody? You want to say hello? So this is Stefano. Hi, Stefano. They're just 6 months old. Oh, and so that's Stefano, and I'm trying to get Santiago. They're brothers. So, and I think, hey, me, woohoo, my soul sister twin. So Stefano and Santiago did a whole video on them, welcoming them into our house. But something interesting has been happening. My husband and I finally we said something to each other because we kept feeling like Stefano was a girl. We kept feeling the feminine energy. And Amy, you'll appreciate this, I believe, because all of a sudden one day, and Stefano, just in the middle of the night, I can hear this noise, and it's like Stefano's just going to town on his penis. And all of a sudden I realized, oh my gosh, what if Stefano is like a transgender kitty? And he's in this body and he's like, what is this? Why is this here? This is not what I signed up for, or I don't feel this. But we just kept feeling very feminine energy and kept wanting to say she. We kept wanting to say she. So, and I've tested the name Stefano or Stefania, but still going with Stefano, still feeling male. But we'll see. They're still young. But Santiago is definitely all boy, like typical boy. Hey, Essence 818. Yes, Nancy, really beautiful. And we've had a rough year with animals. Outdoor cat, solid black cat, Jade, which came here to us in 2015 when we moved into this house. And on February 2nd of 2016, Toby, who my husband found as a kitten, passed away. We said goodbye to him on Groundhog's Day 2016. Flash forward 5 years later, Jade passed away. We had to say goodbye to Jade. There was just so many things going on. Jade was an outdoor cat. She had kitty HIV. And once they know you can't leave them outside, we couldn't bring them inside. And she had been getting in fights with a raccoon or another cat or something, and things just weren't healing. And there was really no option at that point. So we had to say goodbye. Yes, gender fluid kitty. I love it, Amy. Stephanie, I love it. Yes, I love it. Gender fluid. That's what I think. Gender fluid. I like that better. That feels right. That feels right. So anyway, so Groundhog's Day 5 years ago, the cat that left as a cat came in. Now the cat that came in is leaving on the same day. So things were lining up. It was pretty wild. 7 days later, my heart Bartolomeo, which made it onto Jamie Sawyer's Eight of Cups. That's Bartolomeo and me. We had to say goodbye to him. He just, long story, but within 63 minutes, he was gone. We just had to say goodbye. It was a rough thing. They call it fetal aortic thrombosis. And then somewhere in between that, Sebastian, our cat, started having some issues. He's now on oral steroids. He's doing great. Then we brought home the two kittens, after a trip. And then on May Day, May 1st, we had to say goodbye to Sheldon, a dog, who was almost 20 years old. So it's been a very interesting animal moment for us. And I'm an animal communicator, and it's been really interesting with my work. And you would not believe the clients, since these kitties and dogs have passed away, that literally have lined right up. And the messages and the experience I had, so raw and real, has helped people and my clients right away. Because a lot of animals have been checking out in the last 15 months since the pandemic. It's like they got us to this point, and now they're saying, okay, my contract with you is done. I'm moving on from here. So it's been very, very interesting. So I made myself notes of where I wanted to go today. So you don't know we're in Mercury retrograde. So I'd love to see in your comments. And I'm looking at my comments down below because I get comments on my eCam platform, but I want to make sure um, they're not any. If you guys see any trolls, let me know. By the way, we'll get rid of them because I don't have any admins right now. Um, so we're in Mercury retrograde. If you don't know what that is, it's the time in the astrological world where the planet Mercury appears to be going backwards. It's like we're overtaking it. It's like when you're on the highway driving and you're passing a car, it looks like they're going backwards, but you're just going faster than them. And because Mercury is the god of communication, this is a time where electronics can have a difficult time, communication between people. If you send an email and they don't get back to you, call them and make sure they got the email. A lot of times they say it's not the best time to sign contracts, do big purchases, launch platforms. This is a great time, and I'm gonna pull something up. This is the one thing I didn't pull up because I'm like I said, I made a lot of notes so I could just pull them up very easily. But Mercury retrograde is it's a great time to review, renew, revive, reclaim, release, restore, rekindle, replenish, revitalize, reinvent, reflect, redo, revamp, remove, renegotiate, reconnect. So and let me see if I can post copy. This is why I love having all Mac stuff because I think I can just copy from my phone. Dun, dun, dun. Yes, I love it. Love technology when it works right. Thank you, Mercury. So yeah, those are all the things that you can do. So like, let's say you've been thinking, you know what, should I like revamp my website, redo it? Yes, during this time. Now, if you're like, should I launch something new? Should I sign a new contract? Cross your T's, dot your I's, pull cards, grab your runes, pray to the heavens. Just be very conscious of it because I'm a big believer that it's energy and you can either ride the wave like a rock star or you can let it pummel you to the ground. You're welcome, Nancy. So, ride it like a rock star. So yeah, couple things, and I want to go over some of the books that that I'm currently reading. So Ancestral Tarot by Nancy Hendrickson. I want to say this is a phenomenal book. The way she brings tarot together with the cards and connecting with your ancestors of place, of blood, of time. Beautiful. My mistake I made, and Nancy, I'm learning, is I didn't treat it like the workbook it is because I'm like, oh, there's going to be spreads in here. I'm going to love it. So not that I only were going right to the spreads because I'm someone who reads it pretty much all the way through word for word. I usually don't skip around. I'm an upholder, so I like to follow the rules. Hey, Barrett. And so I was doing it. I'm like, oh crap, I need to go back and do this, and I need to go back and do that. But it is a phenomenal book. So if you want to connect with ancestors, dig a little deeper, this is an amazing book. Treat it more like a workbook that you're going to spend time with. Not very thick, but just a great book. From Jonathan Daly, if you're out there, hey brother, aloha. He's probably still asleep because he's in Hawaii. But I'm trying to remember who. So Samsara Tarot. There was like a book that was like big and it was a little more pricey, and I was like, I just want spreads. So I kept saying, why is there a second book? So this is like just past life tarot. I have not even cracked it open, but it should be full of spreads is one of the reasons I bought it. Yeah. So this is about past life tarot and work. Become an expert past life reader with this incredibly useful book that contains 5 different layouts from easy to accomplish for doing past life readings with tarot cards. I'm in. I'm in. You sold me at that. You sold me at readings and spreads. So I'll have to dig into that. Maybe one day I'll do a whole, live just about the spreads that I discovered from there. Um, so I bought this book recently as well from Marcus and Tally. I have not even opened it yet. I'll probably talk a little bit more about that. And it's funny because I've had these two books on my shelf and I have just not cracked them open. So T. Susan Chang, sorry for not opening this up sooner, but I heard you on a podcast and I'm like, where is that book? So I grabbed it and wanted to, dig a little deeper. And then another one, Liz Worth. I bought this at the last Reader Studio 2 years ago and it's been on my shelf underneath 5 or 6 other books. So I'm digging into all these books. And then this one I am loving by Lisa Robertson. I'm working through this one. And again, another one very much like a beautiful workbook. Hey, Scorpio Moon, how are you? Yay, Scott. Yay. I spent the first, 10 minutes talking about Tarothon and everything. So kind of recapping all that. But this is another great book. So I've literally this is what's on my bedside stand. Boom, all these books. So I just wanted to bring those in here. Ow, I just hit my knee. So you just had a spirit fly by. Woohoo! We love spirits flying around. So some decks I have not unboxed yet. So I have not unboxed the Modern Witch Tarot deck, but I wanted to, hey Janet, oh, we've got some people from down under here. Igor, are you still here? Janet's somewhere near you. I know it's a huge country, but people will email me like they're from another country. They're like, hey, I'm coming over. I wanted to see you. I'm like, where are you going to be staying? Oh, I'm in New York. I'm like, well, that's a 24-hour drive and a 3-hour flight. So, Essence, I bought Intentional Tarot, purchased inspired by you. Oh, good. Yes, Intentional Tarot. I didn't bring that book. I should have brought that one. Great book. And like I said, it's really opened up my mind to specifically picking cards versus randomly doing that. Yes, your queen. Yes, hey Mitch from Queensland government. All right, woohoo. So I don't know if Igor is still there because he said it's almost tomorrow. Um, so anyway, I wanted to show this deck because I have not used it nor unboxed it or done on what do you call it, a walkthrough. But I was eating at Firebird's restaurant in Orlando the other day, and I saw this girl, and I'm like, gosh, she looks so familiar. She was wearing all black. She's working the bar, and all of a sudden I realized it was her. It was the same image. She had the hoop earrings and everything. And so finally, I pulled this image up on my phone, and I said, hey, can I show you something? I said, I kept looking at you, thinking I knew you. And I showed her the picture, and she's like, she goes, it's a tarot deck. And she goes, oh, I have tarot cards. And then she said, I usually have a septum, and I didn't know what she meant. And then I realized she meant this for the nose, like the nose septum. And this person or this image actually does have a septum ring or whatever it's called. So it was hysterical. And if she was my server, I would have said, can I get a picture of you? And I would have posted it. But it's kind of weird. So Igor is in New South Wales, which is south of Queensland on east side of Australia. Yeah, I know it's a big country, but y'all are like neighbors, just neighbors, uh, yes, it's 11:22. Ooh, good numbers. Yeah. So it's Igor's birthday. 38 more minutes. Couple more minutes. Oh, Scott, yay. Yeah. Tampa was the big city growing up. Um, Scorpio Moon Spirit can't tag properly as I'm on my iPhone. Yes, I know that's tough when you're on the phone. So, woohoo. And y'all let me know if there are any trolls down there. So I bought this deck, Ask the Wise Fool deck. And I bought it because of who it's by, which is Roger Van Oek. And I bought it because it's like the sister to this deck, Creative Whackpad. People, if you're in business, this is the deck to take with you to work. These are such amazing cards. And like I said, I feel like this one's probably very similar. But and I've got the app, there's an app for this. But when you open it up, it's just really cool because, like, the card will be like, be dissatisfied. And then it's card number 44. And then it's like an inventor was asked why he spent 16 hours a day tinkering with his work. And then he says, because I'm dissatisfied with everything as it currently exists in its present form. Dissatisfaction is beneficial to the creative process. Otherwise you lose the otherwise you lose the prod, and you need to spot potential problems and opportunities. And then the question is like, what are you dissatisfied about? How can you turn irritation into inspiration? So that's a really kind of fun, cool deck. And if you get the app, it's got like connections back to the philosophers that go along with that deck, inspiration from that as well. So, and then another one I have not unboxed, the Golden Lenormand Oracle. And I just, let me see, let me pop it open. Oh, just, you can see, just, it's like got the gold on it. But they're large Lenormand cards too. Very interesting. So those are 3 decks that I have not popped open yet, but I will sometime soon. So let me just look and see. Yay, everybody saying happy birthday. Yeah, you are just like neighbors. Let me get a sip of water. So I am involved. That card resonates and makes sense in Mercury retrograde, right? Yeah, this would be a great time to tinker, to be dissatisfied, to see what you could redo, renew, revamp, rekindle. Um, So I was asked and almost peed my pants by Ethany Dawn, who is Tarot Readers Academy, is her online platform. She's done several tarot decks, oracle decks, but she does Tarot Summer School. I believe it's about 6 years now. But people, let me tell you some of the people that are in this thing that I feel like I'm way out of my league. But Sasha Graham, if you don't know her, I've got like 5 of her books somewhere around here. But she's doing Unlock New Doorways, 9 tarot keys for deeper meaning and exuberant magic. Will Brown from Atypical Tarot is doing the whole Thoth system. So if you ever want to learn about Thoth, definitely get his class. And you can buy these classes a la carte, or if you buy the whole, I think if you buy them one at a time, it's like $32. But if you buy all 12, it's like $234. You get lifetime access. Um, so, well, never have seen the large Lenny. Yeah, it's a beautiful one. Another large one too. I think maybe Lenormand is a larger one too. I've got it way back there. I'd go grab it from Ryan. Um, Thank you, Amy. I have to remind myself, just because I don't have books published, I still got a little something to offer out there. When I need my Sally Fields soap dish moment, and if you know that reference, I need you to tell me. When I need my Sally Fields and soap dish moment, I will go to my YouTube channel and see that I have like 250 million views, or 250 million minutes viewed since 2012, something like that. I don't have that many followers, but the views are massive because I used to do it every single day. So let's see who else. Tarot spell crafting with Ethany. That's one, and I get to do all this for free, so that's one I'm gonna love. So astrology timing with the tarot by Nadia Shah. Numerology for everyday life, which is the one I'm doing. And I talk about things from your address, your zip code, your phone number. I talk about how tarot works in numerology and how numerology works in tarot. And then, excuse me, Intuitive Tarot with Victoria Maxwell. Exploring the Major Arcana with Melissa Chinova, who I love. The Mind's Witch Guide to Magic, Jess C. Huntenberg. Herbs and Arcana, The Magical Crossroad with Tamara. And Tarot Journaling for Soul Exploration with Kate from Daily Tarot Girl. And let's see what else. Amp up your tarot practice with Avalon Cameron, who's another, I believe she's Australian, not New Zealand. I know she's down under, but I love her energy. She is like this power teacher. If she's watching, hey, Avalon. Embodying Minor Arcana with Ashley Stinson as well. So that's the Tarot Summer School lineup. So it's powerful. Hey, Nadia Tarot. Welcome, welcome. You're a oh yeah. Thank you, Essence 818. I am published in Sheridan Marchetti's two of his books. Yeah. So maybe Lorman. Oh, maybe Lenormand is pretty small. Shaheen's Nomad Oracle is larger than Lenormand. Okay. Scorpio Moon, I subscribed to you right after Tarothon. Yay! Thank you. So yes, Anthony's Tarot School is amazing. But yeah, so you, like I said, you can subscribe to them individually or collectively. So it is 9:30, so I'm maybe spend 10 or 15 more minutes. If you guys have any questions, let me know. But I want to talk about like setting intentions. So after, it's funny because after Terathon last year, I probably had the same thought, but did not act on it quite as much. But after Terathon this year, I was like, I really loved that. I loved being involved. I loved doing my segment. I loved being part of the other segments. And I thought, you know what? I really need to take advantage of the platform that I spent a lot of time on to create, which is my YouTube channel. I think I'm over, yeah, like 2.27K subscribers. So it's a modest amount. Um, so, uh-oh. I think we have a troll. Yes, we have a troll. Report. Boom. Mm-mm-mm. So, my chat is laying, people. Ooh. So I'm trying to figure out how I can, yeah. Oh, put in timeout. I think that's what we can do. So, woohoo! Y'all still out there? Yeah, I've got to, I guess I have to, maybe I have to make somebody a moderator. Did I do it, Nancy? Ooh, because when I'm on my eCam, I don't think I can do anything from here. But that's why I had to try to have my other one open up. So, all right. So we're going to keep rolling. So I do need a mod. Yes. So Nancy, I just added you as a moderator. Ooh. So where was I? Oh, talking about intention setting. So, hey, now I know I'm big time. I've been trolled. So, intention setting. So, after the Terathon this time, I said, you know what? I love doing this. And I've been asking myself two questions daily. In the morning, I ask myself, what would I do if I weren't afraid? And I just ask it. And a lot of my clients, um, I need a hand sing out. Um, I will, thank you. So, a lot of my clients, spirit tells me, hey, they need to do this as well. So what I do is I say, if a client's going through stuff or I feel a lot of fear in them, I will just say, oh, Nancy's got the blue wrench. Yay. Woo. Uh-oh. Nancy, Leroy Diddy just came in. It's so funny. Now I can't see them. So it's so funny because I can't see them on my channel, so maybe I've blocked them. So if let's see, who else can I make? So Essence 818, I made you a mod. Yeah, now he's calling Nancy a whore. That's not good. So, um, I've been asking myself this question. It's something I do for a lot of my clients. I'll say, just propose this question to yourself daily. What would you do if you weren't afraid? Don't try to answer it. Don't try to think about it too hard. Just propose it. Because the moment I say it, and usually when I'm looking at my client virtually or in person, I say, I want you to ask yourself this question. What would I do if I weren't afraid? I see a smile come on their face because immediately they're like, oh, what would I do if I were? It's like, and that's the energy. Thank you, Nancy. That's the energy you want to hold on to. It's like, what would you do if I weren't afraid? And it's just beautiful. Um, so Neem with the boot, Neem's got the blue wrench. Yay. So another question I start asking is, what makes me happy? And again, I'm not trying to answer it. I just ponder what makes me happy. And I've also thought, I've expanded a little bit, I'll be honest. And I thought, what do I really enjoy doing? What do I really enjoy doing? So as I did that, I started feeling like, what? I loved being live. I love doing that with Tarothon. So I said, what? I'm going to set an intention to do that a little bit more, maybe connect with some other people. So the first person I reached out to was Will from Atypical Tarot. And I said, would you like to do a live? I watched your coffee video, and I think we could do a great session on opposites. And I don't want to give away too much, but we started rambling back and forth on Instagram chat of, where we might be perceived as opposites or where we are perceived as opposites. The one thing I will say as opposites is I'm a Pisces, he's an Aries. So I'm the end of the zodiac sign. He's the beginning. People might look at that as opposites. I'm very extroverted and he's not. So we're going to explore that in a live. Oh, and I didn't write, and I didn't find that. So let me see if I can find that because we're going to do that. I haven't posted it yet. We're doing it on the 12th at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you subscribe to my channel, you'll get that when I post it. I'm pretty sure if you're subscribed, you get an alert when I post like a schedule live. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong on that. But yeah, so and then the funny thing is then literally last night, Renee from the Tarot Magician is like, hey, I love your energy. Let's do a collab. I'm like, absolutely, let's do it. And then Dylan Bell of Opal's Truth asked me as well, you want to be on my podcast? So yeah, so you set the intention and then it's like, boom, it starts flowing again. So yes, the floodgates are open. Yay, we're so excited you're going live because I did most of my lives on Facebook. Like every other Monday night, I'm with V from Red Light Readings. We do one card readings for about 8 people usually, but we talk, we see what's going on, so it's usually a fun night. But like I said, I need to use this channel a little bit more because I've worked hard to develop it. I'm consistent with it. So yeah. And I love setting my intentions. I love, creating and manifesting. So yeah, I think that was all that I was going to talk about. And it is 9:37. I didn't think I was going to go much more than 45 minutes, but yeah, thanks for hanging with me, everybody. And yay, Renee announced it during her live yesterday. Okay, good. Yay, wonderful. So if you, and this is purely, if you want to support any YouTube people, anybody on social media, if you want to support them, one of the best ways you can do it, the easiest, cheapest way is like things, put a heart, share. If you like this and you want to share it, great. If you feel led to, do it. If not, don't, because then it's coming from a different place, maybe guilt or fear. But if, and this is if, what? So if you want to support financially, and that's only if you feel led, there are 2 ways you can do it right there. And if you want to join the Tarot Summer School, there is the Tarot Summer School, the TSS Mitchell, Tarot Summer School, Mitchell. So that's there. And then this, here is my, hold on a second. I want to give you my link to so that last link was for my YouTube that I did for Tarothon. So if you want to go directly to that, you can go there. But yeah, so Nancy, thank you so much for hanging. I truly appreciate it. Glad you are here. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely do some more lives. Probably Saturday morning is my thing. It's funny because probably about 2 months ago, I started moving my clients a little later in the morning. So now I have 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and 1 p.m. open for clients. I used to have like 10:30, 11:30, 1. But I moved it and then I added a Wednesday night in. So my availability is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday evenings, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then Saturdays, 10:30, 11:30, and 1. You see one of the cats playing back there. 11:30 and 1 Eastern Standard Time. That's when I do virtual. So I have 5 options a week, but also you can also buy a spread. Yeah, you see one of the kitties. Oh my goodness. How do you pronounce your name? Is it Anorus? Anorus? I love that. Oh my gosh, I don't know how you tell me, like, spell it out phonetically, but, um, or Anorese? Anorese? Anyway, I love that. I love names. I'm big on names because I feel like they represent us and our energy, especially if we choose names too, work with other names. I was the intuitive messenger for years, and it was like, that was kind of like who I was. But yeah, so we'll definitely be doing some more of these. Got a live a week from today at 2 p.m. with Will, and we'll talk tarot, we'll talk coffee, we'll talk opposites. And then with Renee from the Tarot Magician and Dylan Bell podcast, all that fun stuff. So, all right, thank you for moderating for me, Essence 818. Um, Everyone hit the like. Thank you. Thank you. Coming with the infectious good energy. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Nancy and Essence, thanks for moderating for me. Anybody else? It was easy that I could add a mod right in. So I think you might be permanently added. So if you ever show up, you've got a job. Just play off, just a play off Game of Thrones character. Oh, like Daenerys. Oh, I love it. I love it. And speaking of Game of Thrones, I've got the deck somewhere right here. It is a phenomenal deck. The texture is almost like there's like fabric in the deck. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. So, all right, let's do this. I'm going to sign off. When I sign off, I say namaste. And for me, namaste basically means the beautiful, powerful, wonderful, awesome sexiness in me sees and recognizes the beautiful, powerful, wonderful, awesome sexiness in you. Namaste. Have an amazing day, night, weekend, wherever you are. All right. Bye, everybody. See you next time.